My name is Andrew Nguyen. I'm gonna meet my dad for the first time in the last 49 years.
Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Nguyen. I am the director of the short film The Past 49 Years. I'm also the owner of Water Buffalo Training Method. Today, this video is going to be dedicated to my father, Hung Nguyen, and my grandfather, Michael C. Strange, as well as my grandmother, Tram Nguyen. This video / short film is going to be a discovery into a new life. It's going to be the reunion of my father and his dad, my grandfather, Michael Strange. After 49 years of being separated due to the war, my grandfather, Grandpa Mike, was an American GI who served in the Vietnam War, and him and my grandmother had a relationship, and they also had a child who was my father. This video is going to be discovering the different problems and the different things that have gone on during that time with my father and his childhood, and how we were able to reunite with my grandfather after all these years. Thank you guys for watching the video. Take care.
Hello, my name is Hung Nguyen. I was born in Saigon, Vietnam. I put this video together for on Father's Day for anybody out there that don't know their father or don't know their son, to be able to find your loved one using Ancestry.com. The technology is amazing. Hopefully you be able to reunite it between father and son, but you have to go and do it to be able to find your loved one. So hopefully it will help you to find your dad, or dad to find son, and hopefully you gotta be reunited one of this day. Just a little background. My mother was Vietnamese and my father was American GI. He fought during the Vietnam War. They met each other in Saigon, and they both get together, and I'm the product of both of them.
What was it growing up like in Vietnam, Dad? A little bit. Tell me a little bit about.
I grew up with my family all the time around my mother. I have my own group of friends, which is all mixed most of the time.
All half mixed American GI?
Yeah, about 95%. And another friend of mine, Vietnamese, but non-communist Vietnamese friend. That's the only way we can hang out. Because usually the communist kid don't want to hang out with us. So.
You were born in '72, so the war was already almost over, right?
Yeah, it's over in '75, April 30th, 1975. So the picture that I have, probably 2-3 years old.
That was during the war.
After I was born.
During the war, were you rich or were you poor?
I don't know, but my mother lived decent.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot of money, but she has enough to take care of her family.
What did you guys do on a daily basis after the war as a kid? Do you remember? What are some things you did?
To be honest, I don't remember much. I was very young. But when I was in my 10 to my 16 years, just go to school. Learn how to cook, and enjoy every day I can, with my close friend.
What did you guys do?
Like every other kid, we play soccer, we play volleyball.
No technology.
Play tennis, no phones, of course. No radios, of course. Not like now. We just, like a kid, riding bicycle, play outdoor sport, and very much little fishing, but just for fun, basically.
What do you think about the American involvement in the Vietnam War? You think it was good or bad?
I don't know much. I can't even say anything.
Are you proud that your dad was a Vietnam War veteran, at least trying to protect Vietnamese people?
Of course. Of course.
Before we started the Ancestry, Dad, it was probably, it was more than 20 years, but ever since I was born, I think Mom wanted us to find out who Grandpa was, and I think she wanted to know who was your dad a little bit more than you did. You never, in my opinion, never really cared too much about who he was, but when we actually got the kit and whatnot, did you feel that you're a little bit like excited a little bit in a way?
Absolutely, yes. I was excited.
What were you most excited about? Just finding out who he was,
Yeah,
or
just want to find who my dad was.
yeah?
And since you guys want to find out who your grandpa is, it's make me more motivated to look for him.
Were you more excited to find out who he was exactly, or just to find out that you had one, that you had a dad?
More like, you know, if he's still alive and want to get to know him.
Yeah. So that when we did your Ancestry.com kit, we looked forward into having it done for your birthday, but it happened to come a little bit after. Can you tell us a little bit about how you felt when you found your DNA results?
I was excited, very happy that we'll be able to narrow down, be about to find out the truth.
Hey guys, so we just got our DNA results back for my dad's DNA test. As you guys see here, for his birthday, we ordered him an Ancestry.com kit last year, and we didn't do it up until this year. So we're gonna go check and see what the results are. Oh my God.
This is too exciting.
This is crazy.
Oh, MG.
So dad's got a bunch of DNA matches.
Oh, goodness.
These are all his family.
Oh, wow.
This is crazy. Oh my
That's a
God.
lot of
Dad, you have a
family.
lot of family.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at all this. Jesus Christ.
Family that we don't know.
Let's see where he's from.
Oh,
my God. So
Oh my God.
Dad, you're half American and half Vietnamese.
English.
Yeah, English, whatever.
No, American is different.
What do you think, Dad?
Crazy.
Now we
Crazy.
now we got to find out who his dad is, because that's what we're
Ireland,
focused on.
England.
So we found some links.
Germanic.
We found some of his DNA matches. So let's
I'm
go.
gonna start calling.
Yeah, we'll start messaging them and see. So looks like we got a couple first and second cousins here.
Yeah. Let's
All
start
right,
messaging
so let's
them.
start doing it.
Yeah.
When we did your DNA test kit, the first time it didn't work, did you want to keep doing it because we pushed it off a little bit?
No, I mean, you guys spend your money that you save up to get it, and we need to get it done.
But you wanted to get it done, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
And we didn't really think much of anything.
I have to be honest with you. I don't know if it's be able to work the way it is. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's amazing how technology nowadays, you'll be able to find somebody within less than a month. That's amazing, and hopefully other people will using this technology and find their loved ones, and hopefully they will be reunited just like us.
Okay guys, so we just found some of my dad's DNA matches. We're gonna go on to Ancestry.com and we're gonna see if any of these matches match up properly to connection to my dad's dad. We don't know much about him or who he is. We know his name is potentially Mike. It's what my grandma remembers. So hopefully some of these people might be able to have some information on who he is and how close we can get to my dad's dad. We only found some first cousins that don't have that much of a DNA connection to my dad, but let's check and see if we can message them and talk to them and see if we can find and get down to the bottom of this mystery that we've been searching for the past 40 years that my dad's been alive. Or 48 years now, wow. Almost 50 years that my dad's been alive. All right guys, peace. Tell me, Dad, a little bit about when you found out from me and Amy and Lauren that you had a father. What did you think? What was the first thing you did?
Well, I know I have a father, but I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Or when you found out, well, I mean, obviously you know that you had a father, but we didn't know who they were. And once I told you, I called you, I said, hey, I found some family members. What did you think?
I was very happy, very happy about it.
Who did you call first, knowing?
Actually, I didn't even call my mom.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know exactly if we can connect with him or not. So the time that I tell your grandma is the conversation we have with grandpa on the same day.
Yeah. Did you didn't call any friends or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so it is the next day, guys. We have found out a lot of information over the past 48 hours since we found out. We've been doing a lot of digging. I've been doing a lot of messaging. The past 3 days have been absolutely insane. We didn't really expect anything much out of this little project, this little ancestry kit that we were doing, but we're about to call my dad's dad. So let's see what this is like and hopefully see if they can connect on the phone in some sort of way. Super excited for him. Right, Dad?
Yes, sir.
So we are within minutes of calling my dad's dad. We are super anxious, super excited. We reached out to Jackson, who's my dad's cousin, who's his niece. She's very, very optimistic and she's very happy to hear from us. And she thinks that my grandpa, Mike Strange, will be very, very receptive and be very, very excited to hear from my dad too. She sent us his number. We're gonna call him soon. You know, a little bit of mixed feelings going on here. So hopefully we'll be able to see, you know, what's going on and how everything's gonna play out. But this has been literally came out of left field. We just got T-boned by this information. So a lot of news to take in, but super excited. Peace. What do you think, Mom?
Oh, I'm excited and happy for Dad,
Yeah?
but a little nervous, you know?
What do you think?
But I'm happy that you guys are gonna be able to reconnect on that side of your family.
You're sad? Don't cry, Mom.
No, it's emotional. It's not sad, it's just emotional.
Love you, Mama. All right, let's give him a call. The next shot you'll see is us giving him a ring. All right, guys. Super anxious, super excited. So when you first heard Grandpa Mike's voice, what did you think? Because you were hesitant a little bit. You kind of like nervous a little bit. I can tell in your voice you're nervous.
Nervous, of course, because
Yeah.
you meet somebody that you knew they exist, but you never know. So of course,
Awkward a little
bit of emotion and everything.
A little awkward.
Yeah.
It was.
But you know, he was nice. He was more, how do you say, welcome, and so it's make me a little bit more comfortable because I don't want to have any friction with his family. You know.
He seemed very welcoming at first, right?
Of course.
Very nice, almost like we've.
Yeah, like we were like friends for a long time.
Yeah,
we're just very happy to see that.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're calling my dad's dad for the first time ever. Let's see what happens.
Now you should talk. You talk first.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mr. Mike Strange?
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is Matthew Nguyen. I potentially could be your grandson. I'm here with your potential son, Hung Nguyen. We found a match on DNA.com.
I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so I can hear you a lot better.
All right, sir.
Okay, go ahead, sir. I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Good. My son and my daughter have been thinking about doing a DNA test for me to find my real dad, and we finally did it, and and the DNA showed up we may be related.
Well, that's what I understand.
Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about, I heard you served in Vietnam, correct?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, do you remember, do you have any girlfriend or wife when you were in Vietnam?
Yes, I did.
And you remember her name at all?
Pardon?
Do you remember her name at all?
Not right offhand, because it's been a long time.
Yes, sir, it is, it is. You know what year your first child?
Pardon?
Do you know what year your girlfriend or wife was pregnant when you're in Vietnam?
Well, I was there from 69 to 72.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Tell him your
What?
birthday.
My birthday was my mother gave birth to me in 1972, March of 1972,
Right.
and she told me she went to visit you when you were down in the countryside. Is that correct?
Daughter and one son.
Yes, sir.
She had a daughter and a son that belonged to her brother.
Yes, yes. That's my uncle.
Right.
And do you remember her name being Tram Nguyen?
Pardon?
Tram?
Do you vaguely remember her name at all, sir?
Well, I lost all of that during the flood. You know, when I first came back from Vietnam, you know, we corresponded for about 3 or 4 months.
That sounds right.
Then everything that I had, all of my mental pavilion and everything from Vietnam, I lost during the flood.
That's true. That's true. Yes. Yes. No, two sister and a brother. Actually, 2 brother. My oldest brother passed away, so she has 4 kids total.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if you turn out to be my son, you also have 3 more brothers and a sister.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh wow.
I hope so too, because we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where does
Is
he
your
live?
mother still living?
Yes, my mother lived about 15 minutes from where I live. She lived with my brothers, my half brothers.
Doesn't have anybody.
Okay.
It doesn't
And
have-
she never married again since you left. We talked a little bit with her yesterday, and she was in tears. She said you always loved her when you got met.
Oh, yes.
I have 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl, 21 years old and 18 years old daughter.
So we just talked to my dad's dad for the first time. We got another phone number we're going to give him a FaceTime call on so my dad can see his dad for the very first time in his life.
So he said that he has 3 brothers and sisters. I have 3.
Yeah, 3 brothers and
So, yeah,
sisters.
it's him.
Now, when we pulled up the FaceTime video, what did you think about him the first time you saw his face? What do you think? Ugly? No.
No.
Good looking?
He's a nice person. I can
You
read.
can tell.
I can read a little bit.
Was he everything you expected him to look like or different?
No, not really what I expect him to look. I just want to see how he look and what his family and how he been for this year.
Yeah. And that first conversation, I think on the phone, it was a little bit awkward, but once we got to see them, it wasn't as awkward, I think. It was nice, we talked.
Well, it was a good conversation, productive.
Got to know more about him and his family, and finding out you had a grandma too.
Yeah, I have more 4 brother and sister,
Yeah.
and a grandma still alive. So
On the bottom left.
Can you guys hear us? Hello?
Yep, there we go.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey,
I'm doing just fine, and hope you all are.
Hello.
hey,
So
how are you?
this is the family now.
This is my son.
Wow. Hey, brother.
I'm Lauren.
Hey,
I'm
Lauren.
Matthew. I'm back here. Sorry.
This is
Hey,
my
That's
dad.
meet you.
This would be your son. More than
No,
likely.
that's what I said. That's what I said. That was my son.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then that's my mom.
nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. It's been a long time.
Is anybody else nervous?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Could you tell us a little bit about your time in Vietnam, Grandpa? I guess Grandpa Mike.
Well, I was there from 69 to 72.
Yep.
I worked for a full bird colonel. I was with the 173rd Airborne Brigade. I was stationed right there at MacV Annex in Saigon. That's where I met your mom, your grandmother. And then I got transferred from Saigon to Ben Tui, which is outside of Can Tho. And I stayed there for about 6 months, and then they pulled us out and sent us back to the States. And I was assigned to the Ranger Department at Fort Benning, Georgia, taught mountaineering and rappelling. I stayed there for 2 years, got married, moved to Germany. I stayed at 7 Corps headquarters working for a 4-star general. I was the battalion training NCO, and I stayed there for 2 years, and then I was transferred to Fort Bliss, Texas. And that's when I decided to leave the Army after 10 years. And I came back home because my dad had passed away, and I went to work at the post office. I retired in 2010 with 39 years, 11 months, and 16 days.
Wow.
And other than that, all I do is hunt, fish, and play golf.
Me and Pops with some grouper we caught a year ago.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys can see it. We do a lot of fishing down here, so
We fish a lot too. What is your oldest son? How old is your oldest son? How old is my oldest brother? I mean, younger than me.
Your oldest brother will be 51 in May. All three of my sons here in North Carolina were born in May. 2 were born on the 15th of May, 10 years apart. And then my middle son was born on the 16th of May.
Gotcha. My mom knows about it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was kidding.
Is your mom doing well?
Yeah, she's hanging there. She's hanging there.
She's
we definitely need to, when this is over, we definitely need to have some sort of reunion of some sort, so you guys can meet, because she speaks about you frequently, but
because us, like her grandchildren, like me and my brother and I, we were really interested in this, to know who my dad's father was. So we would always ask her, and like she doesn't know as much as you do, I guess, or maybe she didn't want to tell us, but we knew your name was Michael, and you were tall. And stuff like that.
Tall, but not good looking.
No, she definitely said
I'll soon be 71 years old.
We're gonna try to. Do you mind if we try to call her?
No, help yourself.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Hello. We just found my dad's dad.
My brother's very into like.
My
Matthew's into technology. He's really good.
I'm documenting the whole process, so it'll be a cool video once you guys see all of it.
Yeah, he's very into that stuff.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for them to join any minute now.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
No,
Hello?
that's Mike.
Wait, Matt.
Does that look familiar or no?
Do you see?
Hello. Well, she looks familiar.
Mike?
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing fine for an old man.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'll talk to you later about it.
Do you recognize him?
No?
No, I did not.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I don't recognize.
I didn't have the beard and all that.
Do you have any pictures of you when you were younger, maybe?
I do at home, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I am old also.
She's funny.
Well,
You're happy
it's been good.
I want to ask you something. You're happy to see your son?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm thrilled to death. I can't wait to meet him in person.
Ông có mừng không? Ông gặp con có mừng không?
You call her, you call and talk to him later, okay?
This is a crazy day. We met my grandma because she probably doesn't really remember or whatever.
Well, I met your grandma in Saigon. That's where I was stationed at. We started dating. I met your great grandmother, your grandmother's mother. I met your uncle's children that your grandmother was raising.
I don't want you guys listen what I say.
Is she always funny like that?
Oh, she was when I knew her.
She doesn't change much.
No, we just aged.
That's it. Yeah, same here.
Okay, bye, Noi.
Bye, con. Bye, Mike.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. It's nice to meet you.
All right, she's we'll get you her number so you guys can chat.
She's very funny.
Okay. Okay, and now the only thing we need to do is we need to come up with a plan of everybody getting together so you can meet everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
After this like whole virus.
After the virus gone, we'll definitely have to get together.
Oh yeah.
When I get on the phone and contact my brother and my sister and my other children and let them know that I have found my son, they'll probably be calling.
Yes, sir. We're waiting. We're
It
waiting.
looks like you have a wonderful family.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Same to you, sir.
Same to you.
Yes. We're excited to meet everyone and it'll be fun.
Be well.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. I hope you guys stay safe, and we'll talk soon.
We'll keep in touch, please.
You guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. And I can't wait to meet and hug all of you.
Yeah,
Me either.
thank
Me
you.
too.
Thank you, Grandpa Mike.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Grandpa Mike and Uncle.
Take care of yourself,
right?
please.
Uncle
Corey.
Uncle Corey.
Uncle Corey.
Not used to that. Uncle Corey, that's right. Hey, it was good to meet y'all.
Same here.
And I'm gonna
God
call.
bless.
I'll call each of you
Please.
sometime
What?
this week. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no worries.
Perfect.
I'm gonna call
Anytime.
each of you
Anytime.
sometime this week and we'll pick up the trip.
Anytime.
Okay.
Thanks.
Guys.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good one. God bless you. I love y'all.
Same here.
Try.
All right, Dad. So we just talked to my dad's dad. What do you think?
Everything you got from Vietnam.
Beautiful,
She was in communication with
Thank
my
you,
dad for
Matthew.
6 months with letters.
It's a nice story, you know.
What do you have to say, Dad?
I want to say thank you to my son, Uncle, and hi, Matthew, Lauren, his girlfriend, Amy. Gonna have a whole bunch of relatives named Amy. And of course, number one is your mommy.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the meetup. So, Dad, explain to me what kind of surgery you had done. What was the procedure? In your
I was
condition?
born with the valve. It's called bicuspid aortic stenosis. And I knew it. I have it all this year, but I did not know that the valve close to fail before my age. Basically, usually people have this. The majority will be around 60, 70 years old before they have their surgery. But I guess I'm very active, and that's probably why the valve wear out quicker than the doctor expected. So they need to have a surgery before it's completely closed.
When you found out, what did you think?
A little bit scared, mostly scared and nervous, you know. Because any surgery, especially a major surgery, just have the risk. And to be honest, I don't want to get complication. I got so many things to do with you guys, so I was more worried about doing the surgery with complication and stuff like that. That's probably give me a little bit more stress.
And now with Grandpa Mike too, because you're gonna meet him.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, unfortunate that I have to get it done. Unfortunate that I meet your grandfather. And I feel like I need more time, but I have to get the surgery done.
So, Dad, another big concern, obviously your heart surgery on top of that was is the COVID-19 outbreak. How did you feel in safety for you and for Grandpa Mike during this outbreak when we started to plan the meetup together?
Well, he was gonna come down before my surgery, weeks before my surgery, but the virus is increasing, so we kind of push off until closer to the surgery day recommended by my cardiologist, to less exposure, just in case if I get the virus, I won't be able to have my surgery.
And it would be deadly.
That would be it's just make a situation worse.
Yeah. So it was harder to see him. Would you have wanted to see him right away?
No, if it wasn't for the virus, absolutely.
But it took months. Right?
But for precaution and for safety of both my dad and me, that's why we push off to a closer date of my surgery.
And that was a long month of waiting, right? Phone calls and stuff.
Almost months plus at least.
Yep, Matthew, this is your grandpa. I just got off the phone talking to your grandma. We had a lot to catch up on, and I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate everything that you did to connect me and your dad together. And you don't know what it means to me, because it has really filled a void that's been in my heart for 40-some years, and I can't wait to meet you guys. I just wanted to call and tell you thank you again. I look forward to seeing y'all. Call me anytime you want to. Have your dad call me anytime he wants to. And I look forward to meeting y'all. And again, I appreciate everything you've done from the bottom of my heart. Talk to you later, son. Bye.
So after we talked to him on the phone and before your surgery, you had a heart surgery like we talked about before. How did you feel with him talking every day? Did you want to call him every day, or was it like?
Yeah, we try to catch up and try to find out how life for the last 40-some years, just try to learn of each other a little bit.
Every morning you guys have coffee together, right?
Yeah, I drink coffee. I like coffee, so your grandpa drink it too. So kind of like talk in the morning when we have coffee.
What do you think? What are some of the things that he told you about?
Just about his life, and a little bit about me. How I grew up and stuff like that. How's the virus up your way? Is it getting slower?
They've had 300 new cases.
Wow.
All right, Grandpa, I want to hear a little bit about the day you had today fishing. A little bit.
It was terrible. They had nothing but boat trouble all day.
Yeah.
I don't know the birthday of the child. I don't have an address. And they tried to link me to a Vietnam War veterans children's website, and when I talked to the lady there, she said it's hard to trace them. We'll talk about all that stuff. You and I will sit down, and we'll talk all about that stuff, because I know there's some hurt and there's some resentment there.
No, we're connected. We don't have to. We can talk all good story, all good life. How you live your life, how I live my life, how I make it to here. We'll make the kid. They would love to hear it.
But we'll work through it.
No worries.
It's like I told Matthew in one of my texts. Emotions and feelings, they're here and now. Love and family last forever. To Florida, and every night between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, she's in the bed. Unless there's a movie or something on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll be looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
My mixed emotions was more towards our dad, your grandpa.
Yeah, because we didn't really know about it.
Yeah, I stay up until I was in and out for like a couple of times last night, and I didn't even went straight to sleep around 5. Matthew woke me up like 9 o'clock. Daddy, get up! You need to get up. Say, I just sleep for 4 hours. Let me rest a little bit.
We're getting ready to leave. It's 6:15. We'll see y'all in about 12 hours.
Now, what about I remember there's a video of you, and people will see, of you waiting the corner for him to come down the long road. What did you feel at that point? I know you were a little bit emotional.
Yeah,
when
emotional, mixed, exciting, emotional, you know.
When you first saw him, how did it touch you? You guys hug, cry a little bit?
Yeah, we'll hug, we have a little tears, and you know, we're just looking forward, happy time. You know?
What was the first thing you did when you hugged
Just
him?
introduce myself, hi Dad. And he said, hi son, and we hug each other. I think it's more talking between heart to heart and out loud, you know.
How do you feel, Dad? We're about to meet your dad for the first time.
Nervous, excited for my son and my daughter and me and my family.
What do you think?
I don't know, guys. It's gonna be tough.
What are we about to do?
Find my lost grandpa.
I like cheetah.
So we're about to meet my grandpa for the first time, aka my dad's dad. The whole family's here, even Amy. We're getting excited. We're waiting for him to come. He should be here in 20 so minutes. So let's see how this goes.
Grandma
What do
probably
you
gonna
think?
cry.
What are you thinking, Marie?
I'm excited for the first time. I know who my father is, and my kids, and my wife, and my son girlfriend. They always ask me to find your dad all this year. So we finally, with the help of the kids, we locate a missing dad.
What do you think? What do you think, Mom?
Excited to meet.
In-law?
No, Grandpa Mike.
Yeah, your father-in-law.
Uncle Steve and
Granchy.
Granchy. I love that. Yeah, my mom wanted to be here. But no, no.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna document the whole thing.
Hey, they here. Mosquito.
You ready?
Jessica.
Let's do it.
We all stand here.
Is it weird to have flash on? It kinda is, right?
See Dad cry.
You're nervous?
No, I'm just like, it's like weird, I feel like, but it's like cool at the same time.
Okay, we have to like videotape.
I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm good.
I don't want to. He said, no, we're gonna do it. You know how they are. I'm like, no.
Hopefully he doesn't make a wrong turn.
I was gonna say, what did you come
It's my grandpa.
Go, go! I like that car.
Alright, here goes nothing. Hello, family!
Joe Michael, don't answer the phone. Let's slip up there and surprise them.
How are you guys?
We're here.
Grandpa Mike.
I know, no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits. They've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits. They've forgiven my mistakes.
Oh my God. This is a blessing. Now, quick question: that the first time we had dinner with them here, it seemed like we had known them for a long time. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah, the open conversation, welcome, like we know them for a long time. You know, we have a quality, productive conversation between both families. So.
Did you enjoy the company of Uncle Steve and Grandma?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Marie, my mother's mind is just as sharp today as it was the day she was born.
She's gonna get a chance to tell them some story.
And if it comes missing, she empties the trash can and everything else looking for it. I only knew her as Kim. She only knew me as Mike. And we dated off and on for about 4 or 5 months. And I found out she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And I got sent to Canto. I was in Saigon, but I got reassigned to Canto. When Andrew's mother came to see me, there was enemy activity in the area, so we were restricted to the compound, and no civilian Vietnamese could come on the compound. Because not knowing how Vietnam was, you had Vietnamese that were civilians during the day and Vietcong at night.
Wow.
So the last time I saw Andrew's mother was through a chain link fence at the MP guard shack. She couldn't come in and I couldn't come off. Within 2 months later, I came down on orders to rotate to Germany. And we lost all contact.
Wow. Sure did. Yeah. Yeah.
And I knew that she was pregnant, but I didn't know when the child was going to be born, and I didn't know whether it was a boy or a girl.
You had a girl.
Well, I thought I always had a daughter because Kim already had 2 daughters.
Oh, okay.
And
No.
I didn't know. I figured
She has 2 daughters, yeah. Yeah.
Cuba and Konam, there's 2 daughters.
And then
And two?
And 2 in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you remember her son? She had a son.
Probably didn't see it.
Well, when I first met Kim, she had, let me get this right now, because I don't want to say nothing that ain't right. She had 2 daughters, and then she had her brother's 2 children.
That, my cousin.
No, she had
Peter.
one more than 2.
No, that's after. There's one younger.
Because when I met her, there was 4 kids plus Kim's mother.
Right. But Mike.
And I knew Kim had 2 daughters, and then there was a boy and a girl that I'm under the impression was her brother's children.
That might have been them.
Yeah.
Because we all went to the Catholic church that Sunday morning. We took all 4 kids with us, and then we left the Catholic church and we all went to the Presidential Palace restaurant, her and me and the 4 kids. And
yeah, Mike told me about Kim. He sure did.
But I never let her do it out. When I re-enlisted in Vietnam, I took the re-enlistment money, my re-enlistment bonus, and I gave it to her because she was pregnant at the time. Not knowing that I was fixing to rotate out of state, back to the States.
Wait, so how did you lose all contact?
Pardon?
Grandpa had to go to Germany.
I went to Germany. Yeah, I left Vietnam in '72. We started pulling troops out in '73 in the Vietcong, and the communists took over in '75. See, everything from '73 to '75 was chaos because Nixon was pulling all the U.S. troops out. The Vietcong were coming in strong. Saigon fell in less than 18 hours after the Americans pulled out. They were burning everything they could burn. And a lot of the records from South Vietnamese government was destroyed because they wanted to completely wipe out any familiarization of Americans. Nothing. They wanted to impose their rule, their way of thinking.
Hello everybody, we're here. We just had dinner with Grandpa Mike and my dad and Uncle Steve and Grandma. We hope you guys are enjoying the process. Hello to the Strange family. Everyone say hello.
Hi.
Hope you guys are enjoying this video and the process. We love y'all, and if you have anything to say, Grandpa Mike, really quick, the floor is yours.
Put you on the spotlight, Grandpa.
Well, y'all missing out. You need to be here. Now you got more extended family.
That's right, I found my grandson and my grandchildren.
Anything to say, Uncle Steve?
I'm just glad to be here, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're a little bit more than halfway done with the documentary. I wanted to jump in here and talk a little bit before we introduce the next scene, which will be my father and my grandfather going to visit my dad's police chief, Chief Christoph, who is the police chief of the town of Palm Beach. Thank you to Captain Mick Keehan for making it happen. This was a very beautiful moment, in my opinion, and a very beautiful interaction that we had, because my father's, one of his greatest accomplishments was becoming a police officer, and for him to be able to have his father, who he hasn't seen in 49 years, come to his department and get some awards from the police chief and be acknowledged is really, really special to him and to my family. So we hope you enjoy this little scene in the documentary. We hope you're enjoying the documentary/video. Hope you guys are having a great day. Take care.
Get back in the car. I'll show you where the hospital is.
Okay. Get yourself back together.
Yeah, I call. Now he's the town manager, which is
Going to meet the police chief.
he's on the town.
How many officers do you have?
I have to give you a full tour.
Hey,
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Here is the boat. The boat unit. What's going on?
Did you get to do that yet, Captain Mick?
I did it for like 10 years.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
It was really good. Yeah. You already joked.
As long as I look from the outside in, not from the inside out.
And all the guys sit back here. It's a mess right now because we get all these COVID-19. These are all those suits you put on when you have to go inside the house and all that. And
Chief.
come on in here, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Andrew?
I'm good beside the valves, that's it. I have it done tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.
It's my dad.
How are you, sir? Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
All right. On top of everything else, you're going to be a movie star.
They're hunting you?
We're hunting my squad.
Wow.
See, our main job was once we got intelligence report that the enemy was in the area, we were called sneaky pigs. We came in behind them and we tracked them. And then we fed the intelligence back to the main infantry unit. But if they find out you're there, your survival depends on your secrecy.
Yeah.
And we ran for 14 days.
Now, another thing that happened too was we got to reunite Noi, which is your mom, my grandmother, with Grandpa Mike. Were you afraid a little bit for them to meet because you know Grandma is a special person?
No, you know they know each other a long time ago, so they haven't seen each other for so many years. I'm happy that they at least talk to each other, you know.
What did you expect out of their meeting?
Just to have a nice conversation, some good memories, and.
Hello, everybody. We're about to introduce Grandpa Mike to my Grandma Noi. It's been 48 years since they've seen one another. 49 years. So.
Shadows grow so long before my eyes, and they're moving across the page. Suddenly the day turns into night.
Hello, my dear.
Noi. Hello.
From the city.
No, we got to do better than that.
But don't hesitate.
You doing good?
Cause your love.
I brought you some chicken nuggets.
Ooh, baby, I love you way every day. I wanna tell you I love you way every day. Wanna be with you night and day. Hey, hey.
Now, the day before the surgery, getting into the surgery, how did you feel? Nervous, obviously, right?
Yeah, very nervous.
Scared?
You can see it. I was nervous and scared for sure to go in, and I just pray that I'll be able to come out with no complication, and thank God everything goes smooth.
Did him being there help you feel a little bit more comfortable too?
Yes.
Were you thankful that he came for your surgery?
I'm very happy and appreciate that he come down for my surgery, of course.
So as you guys see in the documentary, my dad had just entered open heart surgery. He was out in a medically induced coma for a couple days. During that time, only 1 to 3 people were allowed to see him, 1 person at a time. I was one of those 3 people, so I was able to see him for about 15 minutes a day. It was great. I got to talk to him once he was conscious, and I was able to really, feel the love and whatnot for him while he was in the hospital. Thank God he came out safe and healthy. During that time, we also got to spend some good quality family time with Grandpa Mike, Uncle Steve, and Granchi. We are able to go fishing, we are able to dance at my house, have a good time, have some lunch, enjoy that time as well. We were also able to go see my grandfather, who was in a nursing home at the time, and we got to really enjoy what it felt like to have a different part of our family with us. But like everything else, every good thing comes to an end. Eventually we had to say goodbye to the Strange family and part our ways for the time being. So check that out.
Well, that's the end of the video. We have found my dad's dad. It has been a crazy journey. We are now here with the whole family.
Yay!
Grandpa Mike, any last words for the finding of your son and getting the reunion together?
Well, like I told you, son, I appreciate everything you've done. It has been wonderful. I have a wonderful family, and I'm just so blessed that you took the initiative to do what you did and connected us over all these years. And all we got to look forward to is good times.
Yep.
Yes, that's true.
I love you, Matthew, for getting this.
Yeah.
I love you too, Granchi. And Uncle Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate seeing you guys. We'll see you all soon. All right?
So, after Grandpa Mike came, he left. Obviously, you were still recovering out of the surgery. Now it's been a couple weeks since we've been able to see him last. Have you guys communicated together?
Yeah, we talk once in a while, because I was, the first 3 weeks I was out, I didn't even talk much on the phone, mostly try to manage the pain and the recovery. But, whenever we have a chance, we'll hit each other up and just talk. See how's everybody going.
Was he upset for you?
Why?
Because you were in pain and stuff like that?
No, he's more worried. He's more worried about me, getting better. And surgery, I know I'm going in for a big surgery. I know the pain is going to be there. But thank God, I'm getting better every day now.
What do you think about them living far away? Does that make it harder, you think, for you, or?
No, not really. I love driving, and it's not that far.
Yeah.
It's only 2 states, 3 states. So. But it's your grandpa been living there, I believe, most of his life. So.
Do you expect him to come down a lot, or?
No, whenever we have free time, we try to meet. Everybody have their own family to take care of, so I hope whenever we have a free time we'll be able to get together.
Okay, Dad, so we're putting this video out on Father's Day. Obviously we had a plan to meet your dad and everything went well. Any message you have to anybody out there who's lost their father, who's lost communication with their father for some reason, or haven't ever found their father, what message would you tell them?
I would say that if anybody out there that looking for your loved one, especially the GI that fought in Vietnam, and if you have you have children, you should use this technology to find your kid, or if you want to find your dad that fought in Vietnam, have faith in the Ancestry.com. The technology really works, and I hope everybody will be able to find your dad or son and dad, and reunite it one day, because you need to know where you come from.
Do you think that having a relationship with your dad is important, like how me and you have a good relationship now, you and Grandpa Mike are having a better relationship, building on it? Do you think that's important for everyone out there, even if they already know their dad, to build a relationship with them?
Of course. You always have to have good relationship with your dad and son and dad. Sometimes there's friction between, but the best thing is, try to reconnect and have a good time with your loved one. But as far as all the rest, we do all the things that work together.
We hope you guys enjoyed the video. We hope you guys have a great Father's Day, and hope you enjoy the rest of this week and this month and this year. God bless.